Hey everybody, Big Daddy here. We're back in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and with October the 1st quickly approaching, we are soon to be upon the Day of Reckoning, when the god of all monsters, the original Black Dragon, FATALIS, finally comes to Monster Hunter World. So with this day fast approaching, I felt it was necessary to do a top 5 list of things that all hunters should probably do before FATALIS is released.
Number 5. Essential Event Quest.
So for number 5, I have the quest that you really should look into doing while this event period, the quest rush, is up for the next 3.5 weeks. So all of the event quests are great to do. In particular, the old Arc Temper quest for all the Elder Dragons, being as more than likely their tickets will be involved in making the master rank layered armors, which we are getting with this update. But beyond that, the more important things that we are going to focus on is you are definitely going to want to make sure that you do a fish to whet your appetite, not only because you get wet fish fin pluses from actually catching your great wet fish, but also you can get them as quest rewards. For anybody that doesn't know what these do, they allow you to speed up your sharpening drastically, as well as granting you protective polish. So the next quest you're going to want to make sure that you do is called Ode to the Destruction. It has you going up against a Temper, Ruiner Nergigante, for Great Spearfang gems. You use these for augmenting your weapons, as well as unlocking the last levels of upgrade for your armor, so they are a great necessity. You're going to want to do this quest. For the next two, it's really going to depend upon your gear level and your skill and your master rank level, which one that you want to do. So you have When the Swift Meets the Roar, which is going to put you up against a Tigrex and a Nargacuga in the arena for decorations, which is only a master rank 3-star quest, so most people will obviously have easy access to this. But if you're going for the big daddy of them, you're going to want to do the Wrath of Thunder Descends for the next couple of days. So they did announce previously that they are going to release 3 new events each subsequent week leading up until FATALIS. So, and those are going to take place in the Castle Siege area where you fought Velkhana through the main campaign for Iceborne. And those are going to put you up against a Tempered Kushala Daora, a Tempered Teostra, and a Tempered Lunastra, in that order. So this week will be the Tempered Kushala, next week will be the Tempered Teostra, and then the final week leading up into FATALIS' release is going to be a Tempered Lunastra. Now, it's been rumored and it's been said that these are going to reward you with decorations or tickets or something. They are going to help, so you're going to want to make sure that you do them. And then the last one you're going to want to make sure that you do is the Last White Knight, because it puts you up against a frostfang barioth, and his armor is incredible, especially since it's only rank 11. And that is going to carry us into our next category, and at number 4 we have...
Number 4. Gotta Have It Armors.
So, necessary armors. What I mean by this is armors that you're definitely going to want to try to make sure that you obtain before his release. So, things like the full safi'jiiva armor set for Elemental, because combining that with the Kajar stuff, it's still best in slot. Speaking of Kajar, for anybody who wants to play super safe, you're going to want to have your full Kulve Taroth armor set, because it does have guts as well as free meal secret. And I know that Evil is going to be a big advocate of this because he loves his free meal, but that guts can definitely save you from getting one shot, because we are not sure if he's going to have a board wipe or a one-shot full attack or not, or if he's just going to be playing, you know, the demon Fatalis that is in the lore of Monster Hunter, where he could wipe all life off the planet in 3 days. But with that as well, you're going to want to make sure that you have your Raging Brachydios armor combination with your Teostra armor for Master's Touch. That's pretty bog standard. You guys should have this hopefully already, but I felt like it's something that should be added in anyway. And for the last set, we're going to go with Velkhana, because I had mentioned previously about the Frostfang armor. So combining your Frostfang armor with the 1-piece Punishing Draw with your 4-piece Velkhana armor, which has Frostcraft, it may end up being a worthwhile playstyle for you if you use Great Sword or something like that. Since it has been used against Aletreon with great success, I felt like it was necessary to put in. So now for our number 3, we have...
Number 3. Decoration Farming.
So deco farming, it's a pretty general topic. There's a whole lot of ways to go about it, as I mentioned before in the quest that you should probably do. When the Swift Meets the Roar and the Wrath of Thunder Descends, both give you decorations or increased decoration amounts for completing those different quests. Obviously, the Wrath of Thunder Descends is going to give you better rewards, or your best rewards for now, because it is putting you up against the Tempertine Ogre, and that's obviously a lot harder to deal with than a regular Nargacuga and Tigrex. So if you guys haven't tried these quests out, please make sure that you do, because you're going to want to have as much decorations as you can to increase the amount of skills that you can put on your armor for preparing for this Black Dragon.
Number 2. Fuel farming for profits.
So for number 2, we have fuel farming. Now, I kind of bashed this a little bit in a video that I put out this past weekend that had you go up against a normal frostfang barioth, which awarded you with gold melding tickets. But since that quest is now gone, your best bet for getting your gold melding tickets once again, as well as a multitude of other items that you are going to want and need, is going to be fuel farming in your guiding lands. Now, not only will this provide you with your gold melding tickets, silver melding tickets, steel tickets, as well as being able to get you your Celestial Wyverian Prince, but the end game of Monster Hunter World Iceborne has always been the guiding lands. However, for anybody who spent a great amount of time in there, you're going to realize two things. One, it is great for getting resource points because you can either capture, kill, pick up tracks, whatever you want for however long you want. But the second thing that you realize is that it's not good for money if you're just playing in your guiding lands, which is where your fuel farming specifically comes in, and therefore your Steamworks. Now, I highly recommend doing this at least a little bit, because during this event period, your Steamworks your gauge is filled twice as fast, you are twice as likely to get your bonus times, so be it either the cats or just the increased fuel output. Either way, it's going to reward you with golden eggs, mega barrel bombs, mega potions, ancient potions. All of these things that you are going to need to make sure that you have a stockpile prepared for Fatalis. However, the downside of fuel farming in the guiding lands is it is monotonous as hell. It is boring, it's not fun to do, but it's really dependent upon how much you want to give as to how much you will gain. I've spent about 40 to 50 hours gathering fuel in there in preparation for the Sizzling Spice Fest that we had before the Fest Rush, which we have now, and that awarded me with, 3,400 gourmet vouchers, maxing out most of my armor spheres, as well as awarding me with essentially 100 million gold. So like I said, it's however much time you want to put in is how much you will get out, but I do recommend it, even though, as I said, it is kind of boring. Which leads us into our final thing and most important thing that you are going to want to do pre-Fatalis, and that is...
Number 1. Aletreon.
So, Aletreon. He is a sore subject with a lot of people. A lot of people have struggled with him. I was one of them for a while. But since we now have had plenty of time to face him and figure out how his Eschaton Judgment actually works and ways to negate or combat that, it is a lot easier to fight him. You will find groups, LFGs, which will be hosting, Aletreon carries or what have you. But the reason that his armor and his weapons in particular are super important is because his armor, among other things, it gives you 6 points of defense, it gives you full health boost. It's a great survival armor for anybody who is more interested in comfort than speed for fighting Fatalis, especially if you don't know what to expect, which to be honest, most of us don't, especially with the revamps that he's got. But on top of that, his dragon weapons are best in class right now. So any of his dragon weapons are going to be your best bet for dragon elemental damage, which coincidentally is one of Fatalis' weaknesses, at least from what I could find online. He is weakest to dragon and fire, which is odd because he's a black dragon and he shoots big fireballs and breathes fire everywhere. So, I don't know. But that's what I was able to find online. And that pretty well covers it, guys. So for both the fuel farming and making Aletreon easier to fight, I have videos up on my channel for both of those if you want to check those out. They may make your life easier, but the fuel farming guide that I have is a little bit outdated. If you want me to do another one, let me know in the comments down below. I don't have a problem doing it. It will probably be a good thing to share for those who haven't found it out already. And if there's anything that you guys feel that I missed, please put them in the comments down below. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Good luck out there, hunters.